Nigeria's Minister of State for Power, Goddy Jedy-Agba, has denied being aware of an indiscriminate increase in electricity tariffs by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. He made this assertion at a public hearing on the Electricity Reform Bill. National Assembly correspondent Goddy Jedy-Agba reports, and after this report, Kelly Giga will return with business updates. Stay with us.
Months after the House Committee on Power rounded off work on a bill to amend the Electricity Power Sector Reform Act, it is holding this legislative sitting to hear from state governors whose input had yet to be included. The bill seeks to provide legal and institutional framework for the implementation of rural electricity projects. It also aims at establishing the National Power Training Institute and regulatory provisions to strengthen the sector for efficient service delivery.
The constitutional provision that give them the right to form a regulatory agency like Nigerian Regulatory Electricity Agency. So they want this in individual states. That's all what we sit today to consider.
Electricity workers used the opportunity of the gathering to draw attention to the recent alleged indiscriminate increase in electricity tariffs imposed on consumers by the Regulatory Commission. But the minister claims ignorance of any such development. The workers' union and the sector also kicked against the over 3 trillion naira injected by the federal government into the privatized electricity companies owned by individuals without commensurate increase in power generation in the last 10 years.
When you come up with a tariff and you say it is service reflective, and the person that determines whether you are giving him service or not does not make any input, you know, that, oh, I have really received service. Well, you give me 20 naira and you say it's based on service reflective. And I'm saying that you have not given me service. We have to balance that.
The National Assembly fully comprehends the enormity of the work that needs to be done to rejig the national electricity supply industry NESI and the urgency to fast-track and deliver adequate electricity to Nigerians.
In its presentation, the Governors Forum seeks the right for states to establish electricity markets for themselves, especially with the deregulation of the Regulatory Commission.
Laws and establish markets for the generation, transmission, system operation, distribution and supply of electricity within their respective territories and subject to the transitional provisions contained in item 14.
Why don't we have a board for NAC? Why don't we have members of the labor market in the NAC's committee? So that's exactly what we are debating today.
The House Committee on Power has promised to look through the 15-point demands of the state governors. Goddy Jedy-Agba, TVC News, Abuja.